Okay, this is where we're at today. We're going to be doing an upstairs with LVT, floating floor, and we're going to be doing a hallway and 4 bedrooms. And we just started demoing the carpet. So we're going to demo the carpet, the pad, the tack strip, and this is the biggest room right here. So what I want to do is I want to start on the hallway first. I'm going to do those 2 rooms down there, and then we're using this room as a kind of a storage. And then once we get, I'd say probably that middle room done, we're gonna move everything from there into that room. But one thing we've got to do too is we got to subfloor everything. So we got some 1/4-inch subfloor from Trax. It's their premium underlayment. So we're gonna get the floors all cleaned up, put that down, and that'll help the floor be a little more solid. Originally we were gonna do LVT glue down, but then they didn't like the colors, and I really didn't want to do a floating floor, but it's not my choice. I'm not the one paying for it. So here's where we're at today, and I'm gonna get another video going once we get it all done. Okay, this is where we're at so far. We still got our little room here for all our tools. It's called a clubhouse. It's kind of set up in here. We've got everything demoed in the hallway here. It's a little noisy because of compressors, but this hallway's all demoed. Down into this bedroom over here. And we got all our subfloor stacked in here. This is all ready to subfloor. We just got to do a little bit of, maybe a little grinding and some patch. Come on in here, and we already started the subfloor in this room. This is the Trax subfloor. It used to be Power Hold, I believe, and then before that it was Helix. Just a 1/4-inch. It's got all the nail marks on it. Keep track of everything we do there. These things, once they're down, it's a done deal. So we're probably gonna wrap it up for the day in about another hour. And tomorrow we'll come back and subfloor this, and then we gotta, probably the next day we'll come and start demoing this side over here. Maybe move all our tools into that middle room. And then we got this other room to do over here. It's a pretty good day so far. We got a lot done. So this is our second day over here on this job, and this is where we're at. We've got the hallway still to subfloor. We still got our room over here with our tools, and then this will be the last room we do over here. But right now we're gonna subfloor this hallway. We got this room subfloored already. Just kind of using it as a work area. And then we're gonna come in through here and subfloor this. What I'm doing here is I grinded this down right here. This is where the plywood meets. There's nails, and sometimes it's not real level right there, so I just grind that down. And we use this grinder right here with a vacuum. And then we undercut. I got the old school undercut saw. And the way we undercut is we allowed for the subfloor and the floor. So it's got a little bit of a gap under there, so the flooring will tuck under. And then instead of doing a bunch of patch or slope level, what I like to do is use these shims. They're drywall shims. And sometimes we'll even use like old leftover tile just to shim the parts that, you know, are like that. And this floor isn't that bad, so I will patch if I have to, but in this case I don't have to. So the shims are just enough to balance it out. And what I use is that touchdown spray glue. I'll spray the floor, and then I'll put those shims down so they don't shift. And then I'll put the floor right on top of that. And then what we like to do too with our subfloor, this is that 4x5 sheet of the old Helix, which is now Trax. And I like it because it's really thin, it's dense, and it's 4x5 sheets, so you can kind of use the 5 foot area to offset. You know, if they're a 4x4, then you'd kind of get stuck where you'd land on different joints, because this is 4x8 that we're going over. So in this case, what I'm doing is I'm going sideways, and I'm straddling the old, see how everything's going right here? It's 4x8, see, 4x8. I don't know if you can see that, but that's your 4 foot, and then your 8 foot's that way. So I'm doing it sideways there. So we'll get this all subfloored today, and then we're gonna do the other rooms tomorrow and the next day, get those subfloored, and then we'll start our floor. Okay, getting it done. Getting it done. Getting ready to move out of this room here. I'm gonna empty this out, and put some more subfloor down. There's that subfloor I was telling you about from Trax. Pretty good stuff. It's got the nail marks. That's the key. That way you make sure you get every staple in. It looks like they're about every 3 or 4 inches apart. On the seams, they're about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. We're using a 1/2 inch staple. And we got this little gun here just for spot nail, and then we got the big compressor over there for the main part. Maybe another day or so we'll start putting some laminate in. See how I shimmed this right here? It's just to level it. I don't like to use patch because it starts to break over time. But that's where we're at so far. Got a big mess here, but we're getting there. Okay, we are ready for flooring. Just got to do a couple little details. We'll go through and just make sure our laminate fits underneath there. We had to, actually I'll probably do a little leveling first and then we'll do that. I'm gonna use this room as our work area. And then we still got our tools in here. Coming through here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start in the hallway, and we're gonna come through here all the way to this wall. And then once we get that established, then we'll go room by room. And then they decided to do stairs, so we'll take that into account. Do that later on. Okay, so we got this subfloor down, and I'm checking for level right now, and it's all pretty good, except right in here, it just dips just a little bit. I don't want to patch it because the wood does move a little bit when we walk on it because of the base floor underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these drywall shims. They're cardboard and they're really dense. What I do is I put a shim underneath like this. Then I see what I got under here. And I just kind of move the shim back and forth like this to where it stops. Then I'll make a mark with my pencil. And I'll come back over here. It's about right there. And I'll make another mark with my pencil. So that's the amount right there. And then I want to get it this way and see where it's at. So I'll come in here. It starts like right about here. And then I'll come over here. And I'll probably go about right here. Then what I'll do is I'll get my spray glue. Just a touchdown spray glue. And then I'm just going to spray it within that mark. And then I'll stick this in the center of that, right there. I'll just break off what I don't need. And then I'll put my thing back over it. I'm going to put another one in there. Let's get that a little straighter.
Do you want me to wait to go out until it dries?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to put, let's use a full one that way. That is about right here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of straddle it a little bit so it tapers down. Okay, so that right there should be my highest point. So now what I'll do is work it back this way. Come back here. Here. And then I'll start spacing them a little bit more. It's going to be a lot denser, and then it won't crack either. There. That looks pretty good. Over here. When I'm done, I'll put some tape across it. That's good. So now it's all level right here. You don't have that little dip going there no more.